Hey ArcheryTalk, this is Lucas, and today it is time for my long-term review of the Bowtech CORE SR. This bow has an axle-to-axle length of 33 inches, a brace head of 6 inches, and a rated speed of 344 feet per second. Now the CORE family is brand new for 2024, and if I'm being honest, I was kind of hoping Bowtech was going to send me the CORE SS in for testing. The SS is their smoother drawing bow, and that, if you've seen my videos at all, you'll know is kind of more in my wheelhouse than a speed bow. But this speed bow is just a little bit different, and we're going to get to that in a little while. First, let's look at what's new, and we're going to start with the center mass technology. That is a fancy way of saying Bowtech is the latest manufacturer to offer you a new way to mount your bow sight. So yes, you still have the traditional mounting locations on the side of the riser, but the center mass allows you to insert the sight directly into the riser of the bow, not dissimilar to the Matthews technology that they've been using, and not all that different than the Picatinny system you've seen on Hoyt and some other manufacturers using. So a new way to kind of get the weight of the bow and the accessories as centralized as possible. Also new is time lock, and that is a carryover from Bowtech's Reckoning target bows. Basically, time lock allows you with a single Allen key to adjust the timing of your cams. This is something you would normally need a bow press for, but here, again, just one simple Allen key and you can kind of get your cams timed exactly how you want. Personally, if you have access to a bow press, I would suggest you still kind of make your twists where you need to and get as close as you can, and then maybe you use time lock to make this very small, minute changes one way or the other to get the cams synced up and timed exactly as you need to, all from the field or wherever you are going to be making changes to your bow. And time lock kind of follows Bowtech's deadlock technology, which we've seen for a number of years now, and is my single favorite way to tune a bow of anything I've tried so far. If you don't know, deadlock, also with just a single Allen key, well, two technically, one for unlocking it and one for moving it, allows you to move the cams along the axles left to right. Nothing is easier as far as getting your bow perfectly paper tuned or getting your broadheads to fly exactly how you want, all from the shooting line. So this takes no additional effort, no additional equipment outside of a set of Allen keys, and it is, again, one of the things that really sets Bowtech apart from a lot of other manufacturers. Grip lock is another of Bowtech's technologies, which follows the other two, and it lets you set up your grip exactly how you want. So on this core here right now, you've got one screw here, and that allows you to kind of change the angle of your grip in and out. In the past, grip lock has kind of come with different plates, so you can kind of buy individual plates to get the grip angle that you're looking for, but now that's no longer necessary. You just, again, unscrew this and change the angle exactly how you want to get the feel that you want. I kind of prefer it almost flat, so I have my grip lock right against the riser. That's just how it feels best for me. But it does give you a chance to kind of experiment a little bit and figure out what feels the best for you. Now let's talk about shooting the bow, and with the CORE SR, there's a lot to unpack here. And I think part of that is because of Bowtech's flip disc technology, which has been around for many years now. I've been shooting flip disc bows on Bowtech's for, I don't know, 6-7 years. It is a fantastic setup, and it allows you to change the profile of the draw cycle. So if you want to take full advantage of all of the speed this bow has, you'll stay in performance mode, which is what mine came with, I believe, from the factory. I just don't particularly like that myself. I find that to be a little bit too aggressive, which is, again, it's a speed bow. It's supposed to be aggressive. I just don't really love that myself. And so I flipped mine over to comfort mode, and it has completely changed the way I feel about this bow. I shot this bow in performance mode when I was doing the speed test, more on that in a little while. But in comfort mode, it just feels like a completely different bow. When in my draw cycle video, I was mentioning that in performance mode, this bow would have been absolutely last against all the other bows I tested this year. That's not a slam on Bowtech, it's just a slam on speed bows. And this bow is, notably faster than any other bow this year. But you put this in performance mode, and all of a sudden, it's just about as good as anything else out there. This feels, like it no longer feels like an aggressive 70-pound bow. You could be convinced this is a 65-pound bow, and it's still got really great speed. Again, we're going to talk about speed a little more in a little while, but the fact that you could change that yourself, it's such a versatile platform. The flip disc is an older technology, but one I really like. Once you get to full draw, the CORE SR is a very stable platform for me, especially in comfort mode. I could hold this bow as well on target as just about anything else I've shot this year. Again, it's a long bow at 33 inches. It's got a grip that I really like, that kind of grip lock technology there. It's narrow, it's flat. There's a tiny little bit of traction here just in the middle of the grip that I like, especially when your hand might get a little sweaty and you might lose some grip on a normal one. This gives you a little bit of extra purchase for your hand so the boat doesn't move around for you. All told, super stable platform. It's got some cable stops up here, which are not super firm, but again, I don't like a limb stop bow. I like a cable stop bow because I like a little bit of give when I'm pulling into the shot, and this bow provides that for me exactly as I would like it to. Once you let the arrow go, the bow is relatively quiet and vibration free. I would say this is in the upper echelon of the bows I've tested this year. These orbit dampeners, top and bottom, that Bowtech has included on here, do a great job of helping absorb any additional hand shock, and it really does kind of quiet down the shot. To test for speed, I set up the Core SR with 70 pounds of draw weight and 30 3/8 inches of draw length. That was the stock draw length with this bow set up with the 30-inch rotating mod. A little longer than I'd like, but such is life. And with the 350 grain arrow and in the performance setting on the flip disc, I saw an average speed of 341 feet per second. That is blistering fast, the fastest of any bow I shot this year, and just 3 feet per second off of its advertised speed. Super impressed. What took me by surprise was when I moved this to the comfort mode and the speed was still 330 feet per second. That's still, again, 14 feet under the advertised speed in comfort and still third fastest of any bow I shot this year. Super impressed. Again, I love that flip disc, and this really does make this a versatile bow. As for fit and finish, Bowtech sent this Core SR to me in a dark green color. It is really nice looking in person. Again, I prefer a solid color bow over camo. You can also get this in black and a variety of different camo colors if you really want that. And the riser is holding up very well for me to several months of shooting and testing. So it's a typical Bowtech fit and finish quality in my mind. The bottom line is, if you are looking for a super fast, super versatile bow that can really do just about anything for you, head to your local dealer and check out the Bowtech Core SR for yourself.